Swipe down from the upper right corner of the screen.
Ooh. Sneaky.
And then I think this is a little screen recorder here, just so you can learn as well if you ever get an iPad. Oh shit!
Right, I'd love to get an iPad, but I just don't know what to do with it.
You just watch videos on it.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's what I'd use it for. Oh shit! I forgot this puzzle, but all right. So apparently you gotta just
3, 2, 1.
Dope. Screen recording. Oh yeah, it's got a little symbol there. Oh yeah.
Bro, you got like 261 messages, man.
Oh, I don't know whose emails those. It's probably combined between all my unread shit. I had Messenger on here before. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right. Let's open this in the app.
So what's this flat Earth thing, man?
Oh, okay.
Is it delicious?
I think
Is it deliciously fucking hilarious?
So I think it'll be a good starting point for our episode because of what
we're not going to start a war, right? Are we going to start a war?
That's nothing. We don't do anything but start wars, bro.
All right, dog. Let me get my timer on.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh yeah.
I got my timer ready to go. Oh, do you still need this? No. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch. Spectacles, testicles, wallet and watch.
I like that, man.
So it's like, it's the whole Catholicism, remembering which way to go. So you go spectacles, testicles, wallet, and watch, because you wear your watch on your left hand and you carry your wallet in your right pocket. So you
I wear my watch in my right hand.
Well, you're a devil person.
Yeah, I'm sinister, as they say, because I'm left-handed.
Spectacles, testicles, wallet,
and
watch. It's the remembrance sister.
All right.
It's weird. I know.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
All right. So
I'm gonna start in the timer now.
Yeah, start now.
And go.
Boom. Welcome back to One Glove.
One Glove podcast coming at you live from wherever with me, Mona, and Zuff. The tough enough can't get enough of the muff.
Tough enough. Just enough.
You can't get enough of this stuff. Making love
to your muff.
All right, whatever.
Enough. All right.
So, can I say something first before we start?
Yeah.
First and foremost, I just want to apologize for last week. We were talking about flat earthers, and I got a bit repetitive and saying, I just don't get it. I found it really annoying when I said that, so I just want to say it. I hate hearing that on other podcasts, and I made our viewers listen to that. Continual.
I don't mind it, but
you don't mind it because we're G's, we're bros.
Yeah.
But like the peeps, we've got to think about the peeps.
Yeah. Well, if you hate it, put it in the comments so you can make them feel insecure.
Also, we got a little bit of feedback from the flat Earth community.
Oh yeah,
Zuff, you got
feedback. Flat? I don't know. So this what happened was, we don't get we get a few comments from some of the homies in the comments usually. And then I just got just a few notifications about someone just like the flat Earth that you have in the picture is not the right flat Earth.
So you put a little
I put in the last episode when you're trying
to a thumbnail pic or something.
Yeah, in the thumbnail. But the thumbnail was a screenshot of the actual episode, and in there was just a little diagram of the flat Earth. Because when you were describing it last time, you were describing it as a disc with an ice ring and da. And so I was like, this looks similar enough. I'll put it in there with no ill intent or anything. I just put it in there.
Yeah.
And then someone hit me up and they're like, the flat Earth that you've got in there is not the right flat Earth. So I just said, hey man, just send me what
was his name? Like Daryl or something?
Daryl, yeah. It was like, just send me what you think it should be. And then I just got seven pictures, but one of them was the flat Earth thing that he thinks it is, and the rest of them is kind of memes of apparently I didn't know this until this week, but the word that they use for people who believe that the Earth is a globe is globetards.
Globetard.
Yeah, man. So that's
pretty funny.
It's just pretty funny, yeah. But it's also kind of emotional language, right? It's straight away attack the person, not the idea.
Yeah.
Right?
So what you're saying is we just asked you for what you
thought it was going to be.
The correct model is, and you send all this other stuff.
And then he wasn't too bad, but there was another person who commented and it was he's like, oh, why does my bed need to be flat? I'll just sleep on a ball.
What?
Right? Yeah, as in like, and I was like, I don't, what? I was like, I don't get what you mean.
Where
man.
did you get that? Was that on the messages as well?
Yeah, it was another comment. You probably didn't
I didn't
see it, but
No,
if
man,
you go
I didn't
if
see
you go
that
to a
one.
comment, there's a guy there who goes, I think it's something along the lines of, yeah, why would my bed need to be flat? I'll just sleep on a ball. Because what I said, I think during the episode was, why would like why does the Earth need to be flat? Like does it make any difference? Or like why would it be flat? It doesn't make sense, right? Because like to me, it'd be a globe. And I think he's taken that and just like extrapolated it, but like he's like brought down the scale to a point where it doesn't make sense. Like,
yeah, man.
it's like
the flat Earth, sensitive bunch, dude.
sensitive, man.
So sensitive. I understand that the guy that sent you the model gave you a link to get in contact with somebody.
So I believe it's David Weiss.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah.
So he said, hit up this guy. You'll almost definitely be willing to talk about it. So unfortunately, I didn't have a chance until like yesterday to like, send him a message.
Yeah.
So I sent him the message, and hopefully he'll get back to me. Like I'm really hoping that he'll be willing to come on via Zoom. I'm assuming he's from America, but at least that way, like what we need to do is like rally any of our viewers that if you know an astrophysicist or a scientist, in that kind of area.
Yeah, that knows shit more.
Yeah, because we don't know anything, and we want like the flat earther. Like this person was recommended by another flat earther, so I feel like maybe they have authority within that community. So we'll have someone with that kind of authority within that community, and then another person with authority in the scientific community, and get them to discuss it, and we can moderate it over Zoom, and then like especially if like a scientist like that's local to Brisbane Gold Coast. And then we can get them here.
No parts unknown.
Or parts unknown.
Oh,
yeah. yeah. Either way, if you can help us get in touch with them, that'd be dope because I really want to make this happen.
It would be good to get what's his name? David Weiss.
Weiss, I think.
Weiss.
Like ice cream bar.
That's
Weiss.
not the first time I've heard that name. So
really?
my colleague recommended that I listen to that dude as well.
Oh.
So he must be some kind of
well-known figure.
Like a really well-known, respected person within the community.
Yeah.
But maybe he could really. What I'd like to see is all the theories come together,
tie them together. Yeah.
Tie them all together.
Because I think you were discussing this before. Like from what you've seen, a lot of them don't tie together. Like
the theory. Like I just saw another one the other day we were talking about before. So the theory for the sunset and the sunrise, and basically what the lady was saying, she had pink hair and like quite a bubbly personality.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. I think it was something like Pinky or some shit like that.
Of course it is.
So the sun goes out so far that you can't see it, and then it comes back in. It goes out and then it comes back in. Goes out, then it comes back in. Which really kind of contradicts the other theory where it's kind of circulating. Unless it's an oval kind of shape. The sun is going in an oval kind of track.
Yeah.
So it goes out, then it comes back in.
But if the oval is always the same, right? If the oval is always the same and it's not like a rotating oval, but what I mean by rotating is like the points like moving slowly over time.
Yeah.
If it does that, then it makes sense for the seasons to change or throughout the year or whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's just always on the same track, then there's always going to be a nighttime,
it's going to be and
always going to be a daytime in one spot. Like same thing.
Yeah. And then also you got the gravity theory.
Oh yeah,
you got because the land mass is constantly going up.
Yeah,
that sun that's doing all that work, it's doing a fuckload of work, going out and in, or out and circular as well, and going up all at the same time.
That's a lot of work. Yeah,
that's a lot of work for.
But you know what might also make sense? Makes sense.
Okay,
is instead of always going up, we're upside down and always falling down.
Well, what? If the Earth mass is upside down,
if we're upside down,
if it's flat and it's upside down,
yeah. So like, if the Earth is like, if we're the pencil and we're the Earth, and it's like, if it's falling fast enough, it's pushing us into the Earth. Like I'm gonna take my finger off the pencil and it's gonna stick to me.
Okay, if that's the case, all right. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
But look, like if you throw a ball up into the air, wouldn't it come down super fast?
Yes. or at the
Like-
same pace that it'll just like it'll hit a point where
it's just reverse. Yeah,
it's just reverse. It's the same. It's the same, but different.
Yeah,
But like in space, upside down is not a thing
yeah, true. Because
Right. because it's just space, and there's no point of reference. If you have no point of reference, really, then it's not upside down.
okay.
Like if you're just floating in empty space, either way, up or down can be up or down.
True. This is true.
Because left and right and up and down are just reference to something else. Like
You got to have a center point.
you're above this table or you're below the table.
Yeah.
But if there's no table, then there's no reference point. Yeah.
True.
But I wanna
Okay,
show
so
you
if you're listening,
Oh,
what's his name?
David Weiss.
David Weiss. Hit us up.
Hit us up. I hit you up on Facebook, so I'm hoping that you can respond in time. Maybe if we can get this happening next weekish or something, or no rush. Like just, I would like it to happen.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to just get some discussion going.
Yeah.
And then we also have to get
And
some
not
type of expert.
not a war.
No, not a war. Though we have a tendency to start wars, but not a war. Just a really like good discussion, and just be willing to go in depth on these subjects with an expert as well. And we're just gonna ask the questions that normal people would ask because I just don't know enough about this stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't really comment on anything. Like I use like whatever few things I know, but I would like a specialist in physics or something,
Like me.
like you,
In
yeah.
gaming.
But like you have like a specialist in physics of hitting people.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, there you go.
But that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a vid to show us?
I do.
What you got? You got something lined up for us?
Like
dog?
this is, I don't know. This is just funny to me. Like I'm not trying to I'm not
You're
trying
laughing,
to
so you are.
I'm not trying to bring down flat earthers or anything.
But you're laughing.
But this is just funny.
Okay, cool. Let's have a look.
Let's just see. Make sure this audio comes through, right?
Welcome back to my channel again for the first time. Globeheads believe that they live on a spinning ball, a spinning water ball, flying through space. They believe that SpaceX is real. They believe that water curves. They believe that ships disappear over the curve of the Earth. They believe the horizon, the geometric horizon, is 3 miles away. But they see the sun rise and set far off in the distance because it gets loomed up magically over the ball Earth. These are the things they believe. They believe these things because their daddy told them. They believe what they see on television. They believe all of the NASA press releases.
They believe.
They believe in the heliocentric model. They believe in math. They don't believe their eyes. They don't believe their senses. They believe men's lives because they are globe children. Children of the globe.
Children of the globe.
Is what they are.
Dude, is that a preacher, dude?
Bro, I don't know.
I believe.
I don't know
The globe head.
if he was just like taking the mickey or not. Like
He didn't crack a smile, bro.
he didn't crack a smile. This
he
is
was
what they believe.
The globe head.
They are children of the globe.
Children. They don't believe in math.
You know what? That's the thing. That's the thing that caught me off. I was like, they don't believe in math. I'm like, bro, you're recording on a phone and you're uploading it to YouTube. That shit is all math.
Yeah, math is one of the true sciences, right? Like it's one of the things that can never lie, right? If the
Yeah, math itself doesn't lie, but you can lie with math. But like, you can use math to lie.
Oh, okay, yeah. But like if you,
Yeah.
it's okay, cool.
The numbers are there. You just got to make sense of them.
So that's why you don't believe in the math.
But the math thing, that thing that they believe in math, I found that just so insane. Like, when people say shit like that and they're recording on something that's using mathematics and processing to make that into a video, and then they go use that on a computer and edit it, and then they use that on the internet and upload it to YouTube, which is all math based, and then go, we don't believe in math though. How the fuck do you think that shit came about?
Yeah, did that clip have a name on it? That's not the David Weese guy, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not David Weese. This guy, it just says globeheads believe shite, and then there's that weird approximated sign, and then flat Earth.
Did you notice there was a point in that vid where he started getting real? You know, that's when he started talking like, I believe, like he started talking like regular.
Yeah.
And then he goes, but they don't believe in what they see with their eyes.
Yeah.
The water curves. And
Yeah.
then he starts
Going into this rhythm of
like going all spiritual creaminess on us, bro.
Spiritual creaminess.
Trying to get that spiritual creaminess going on, man.
You reckon he's a preacher? Oh, you don't get some preacher vibes though, right?
Yeah, man. So like I don't know. It's hard to tell. Is he taking the piss?
I don't know, man. It's a 1.5 minute clip, and if I kind of hope it is taking the piss.
Well, he didn't offer any like theories or models or anything like that. So he got to be taking a piss.
No, maybe. But some people also just like to throw shit at walls and see what sticks.
I like that. Throw shit at walls, see what sticks.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, man. Fuck, you got anything else for us?
I do.
So what's this?
Because we do talk about fighting on this podcast every now and then.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to go into this now, or did you want to talk about anything else related to this topic, and then we move on to the next one?
Let's leave the flat Earth stuff for now. And okay, we've put the feelers out there. We'll see it. We'll put the lines out. Let's see if we get any bites for it.
Yeah.
But I think if we continue with it, we'll probably go insane trying to figure out what's what. So let's get someone who actually knows the flat Earth model.
Yeah, it has an authority figure within that
who
community.
knows it inside out and then get the real deal.
Yeah,
and then we can make our conclusions from there.
Exactly.
And then and we'll see what happens with an astrophysicist. Maybe they'll start like fucking stripping down and battling each other.
I wanna show you this thing.
Okay, what's this?
Because it came up in Twitter during the week. But then we'll move on to something like one of our fans, I guess we call him, one of our listeners.
Watchers?
Yeah, Chair Boyfree. He wanted us to talk about Irish boxing. And bare knuckle boxing, I think. So we'll talk about that after this. But this is about, well, people are saying that the cornering in this was really bad because, let's just open this in.
The cornering is really bad.
Yeah. So if I can get this thing to hurry the fuck up. But basically,
painful to see.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go down to where the video is. If I can.
Is that it there? Oh, that's just a pic.
That's just this pic of it. Okay. This is what I hate about like article. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. Oh yeah.
No. Okay, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah, no. I'll make it work. Okay. Wait. Is it going into Twitter? Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. We got this.
Painful cornering.
We got this, champ. Listen. Huh? You're gonna beat this guy, Max. We got this. You can beat this guy. Listen, listen. No, we got this, Max. Okay? Stop it. We got this. Okay, breathe. Okay, catch your breath. No. We're gonna beat this guy. Keep it her feet. You're gonna clinch.
No, call it.
You sure you're gonna lose, Max?
Yeah.
We got
I
this,
don't want
Max.
to do this anymore.
No, we got this, Max.
No,
You're a champion.
I don't have it.
You're a champion. Stop it.
I don't have it.
Stop it. You're a champion. You're a champion. We're gonna finish this round on top of another decision. Okay? Get on top of him. Out wrestle him. We got this.
You can't. You want to fight or not?
He wants to call it.
He wants to call it.
Okay.
We got this.
So,
Listen. Huh?
so
Okay, man. Yeah, that's pretty.
with that cornering, like some people are saying that the I guess the head coach wasn't listening to his fighter when he was like, obviously he's done. He's either defeated mentally in that fight or defeated mentally or like defeated in terms of wanting to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Right. And other people are saying it's your corner's job to, when you're stuck in a mental rut like that, to pull you out and do it. But it's like, you have experience in this. I don't have any experience in this. So
I haven't got too much experience in cornering.
oh no, but also just being a fighter in the ring and being on the other side. I wanted to get your perspective on that.
Okay, so like I've been in the situation where I've been down around, and I'm like, my coach never would say, "Oh, okay, you got to get." Like he'd say what I needed to say, but like I was in the frame of mind where I was like, "Fuck, I can get this back.
Yeah.
I got to get this back."
You've never been like that far
I've
down.
never
that hole.
been that far down.
Yeah.
Like, but that guy, he just said like it's like fucking a dozen times. Call it. He's done.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
And the head coach just was wanting to push it through.
Yeah. Like when it's like that, I'll just call it.
Yeah.
Are you done? Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because
he was pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
And then it took the ref saying, "You do want to go ahead? I'll call it now if you want to call it." And then he's like, "No, he's going to call it." So it took the ref stepping in.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Like if I was the coach and he said, "Oh, I'm done," I was like, "That's it. The fight's done. We're okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Like because that fighter is clearly. His heart's not in it. His mind's not in it. And physically, he looks fucked.
Yeah.
He looks absolutely fucked.
Like his posture is just defeated.
Yeah. He's not, if you got a fighter that's still with it, he's kind of like up in his thing.
Yeah.
He's responsive. He'll look you in the eye.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, yeah, okay.
Okay,
You
tell me
ready
what
for
I need
this?
to do to
You
like
ready
get
for
it
this?
back. Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the, I'll go back to the Ali Fraser thing.
Yeah.
I think it was Thriller Manila. And like, if they went to Ali's corner first, Joe would have won the fight. Joe's eye was all fucked up and closed, and he goes like, they said the corner said, "Nah, the fight's over."
Yeah.
And Joe was like, "Yeah, I'm fucking ready to go. I'm ready to fucking go. I'm gonna do this."
Yeah.
And Ali was slumped in his corner,
Yeah.
and they said, Ali said, "Nah,
Yeah.
it's done. I'm finished.
Yeah.
If the ref comes over." Call it.
But they didn't.
They went to Joe's corner first, and it was the corner that made the decision to say, "Nah, like he can't go out," because the corner was looking out for Joe's physical welfare.
Yeah.
They knew he was there mentally.
Yeah.
They knew it. But if he went out there,
he was all messed up, right?
he was like he could have lost an eye or some shit like that.
Yeah.
The damage. So to me, that's good cornering.
Yeah.
Like that. But even Ali's corner, they were like, "Yep. Champ, if you're not here, you're not here.
Yeah.
We can't make you go out there and do it."
Exactly.
So like if we'll call it if you want, champ. Yeah, they didn't push they didn't push the issue. Ali, I think it was like tit for tat. I can't remember. The fight was kind of close.
Yeah.
But
he wasn't feeling it. And
he wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Like he goes, I think Ali said, I'm not sure if it was that fight or another fight. He goes, "I don't need to go to hell because I already know what it's like. I'm in it right now."
Yeah, I remember that quote. Is that where it's from?
Yeah, and he goes, one of the toughest things he's ever done, So it's just like, that's elite.
Yeah, elite
the
level.
Best of the best coaching.
Yeah.
And their fighter is like going, "Nah."
Yeah. And they're
they're like, "Okay, man, cool.
You know where you're at.
Yeah.
Like,
we know you. We've trained you.
yeah.
You
See, the other thing is, so this seems like it might have been in the Contender type of series. So it's in in that part where they're still building up the fighter to become the fighter that they're meant to be.
You don't want to fuck the fighter so much that he can't continue.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, what if he did go out there and he got fucking something absolutely horrific happened to him, and then his fight career is either stunted, and he ain't back for like 6 months. By that time, he's got to start all over again, or he's permanently fucked and he's out.
Yeah. Or even worse, just some major injury where, he can't like you say, he can't fight, but it even affects other stuff.
Yeah, man.
His work prospects,
so
non-fighting.
I mean, I commend the fighter for making that decision. Like, nah, it's done. It's done. There's only so much you can do, and like so much pushing you can do until breaking point.
Until it's and see like I don't know, maybe it's just like the type of coaching that this guy does, but he got in his face was like, You're gonna go in. You're gonna go in. You're right. You're cool. We do it. You're doing it. We're gonna beat this. And it's like it was already well past that point where I would have been like, if it was me, I would call it.
I would have tried that. It's like, man, this is it.
Yeah.
This is it. We're gonna go out there. You're gonna do it. And like and if the fighter kind of responded like, like I was like, okay, maybe we got a chance. But that guy said no so many times.
It was like 11 times or something.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. okay, you gotta take a step back, dude.
Yeah.
I know he wants all the best for his fighter. I get that.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, but they are people as well, and they do have breaking points.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like
Cool.
You may know what they're like and like, you know, what they're capable of, what they're like in the gym, but the gym and in the ring, they're two different places, two very different places. You know, and like any fighter will tell you, it's like oh shit, it's like a.
But even if you're doing
what?
like, I guess because in the gym you're only ever like sparring, right? You're never actually like going full hard out
Unless you're from Holland.
unless you're from Holland. Okay. Is that just how they spar? Is that they
dude,
it's not sparring, it's just
yeah,
fighting?
it's like a fight. They're like fucking
Was it? I think you said, was it Holland? That's like the second best out of
it's outside of Thailand.
Outside Thailand, yeah.
Yeah, it's Holland.
And then where would it be after that?
Fuck, I couldn't tell you.
It's just those top two. and that's
Everyone
it.
just talks about
Yeah,
Holland,
just Holland.
Holland and Thailand.
Maybe that's just one of it, like one of the
Yeah.
things. All right, yeah. So that's that. I thought you'd like. That's what I thought, and I was really interested to see what you would think about that. But
Yeah.
I
I get where the coach is coming from.
Yeah,
Maybe the coach is oh shit, what's that?
your phone's just going off, homie. Getting emails and stuff.
Oh shit, yes. My bad. My bad.
no, it's all right.
That's so unprofessional.
So unprofessional. We're so professional.
Yeah.
But
We got puzzles.
puzzles and shit.
But
you can
yeah,
see all
like,
this shit. Yeah.
I get where the coach is coming from, and he may know something about that fighter that we don't, you know.
Yeah.
Tough call.
Yeah.
But in that situation, I would have gone like, if I wouldn't have pushed it.
Now talking about champions, right? On the topic of champions,
Yes.
I think we've touched on this before, but I think let's talk about it a bit more. Is Tyson's back apparently?
Oh my God, how good does he look?
He looks insane. He looks scary good. Like,
Oh my gosh, he
I don't know
looks
if
so
he's
good.
on like TRT or anything like that. Because I saw like a couple months back, maybe he was like on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about his new weed farm and all that kind of stuff.
I want to go there.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to go there.
I've never smoked weed, but I want to go there.
If you want to go anywhere and do it for the first time, it'd probably be his
That
farm.
would probably be the best place.
The thing is, like, he didn't look particularly in shape then. He didn't look out of shape. He was just like relaxed, I guess you would call it. But then you look at him in like in his most recent clips, and the dude's so fast, and he's just like he's moving like
the champ, he's back. He's still
back.
got it.
But you said something really interesting, because like I remember when he was younger, and on that podcast he said he doesn't like to train because it puts him into this weird mindset, right?
Yeah, he
like,
said it heaps of times.
and he said smoking weed just chills him out, and he needs that. But you're saying now he looks different. Like when he's
he looks like he's not that same fighter. Like I mean, if you go back a few years and you manage to get or you see an interview with Mike, he doesn't want anything to do with boxing.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, he doesn't like, fuck, I hate it. You know, I don't like, you know, it's terrible. I don't want my son to do it. You know, I don't want anything to do with the boxing world.
Yeah.
You know, but now it's like this. I don't know where this thing is coming from.
that's
It's
how
great though. I love it.
It seems
like he's matured.
in a healthy way.
Yeah,
right?
he's found he's come back to it, and he's found a real nice place with it.
Like
It's
a
not
balance.
It's not such an angry place. It's not a place of rage.
But it's still like, I'm back. Like,
I'm
you should be
back.
scared because I'm me.
Is it more intensity? Maybe I should.
I think it's
be using-
intensity, yeah.
And like when you got a focused, sharp, intense fighter, you got a fucking dangerous fighter.
And if that
Yeah.
intense shot fighter is Mike Tyson, like, it's just come back. It's muscle memory for him as well, I
Oh,
reckon.
dude, did you see him? Like, he's still doing the step off, rip. He's like, he comes up, pop, works the head, works the body, fucking steps off, bang, bang, counter right hand straight over, and he's still on fucking
And his
point.
his hip movement is
Oh,
still
man,
like
I tried
on,
to do
right?
that. Have you ever tried it? You should. Anyone out there like think that shit's easy? Not, I don't think that anyone would.
Yeah.
But like, give that a go. Like, he's just like here, then he's here. He's here, then he's
Yeah.
here. Like, you know, he's
It's
just
just
moving his
onto
hips.
it, and it's not even like heavy. It's just so like,
It's like whack.
yeah.
And he's just like, it's a fucking fast.
And-
but then the other cool thing is you see him like he's teaching people.
Yes,
Like, he's
that's my
coaching
favorite
people,
things to see.
You know, and he's like he looks like in such a zen place.
Yeah, it's just
You
like
know?
it's also, I think he's comfortable in that space because he knows fighting. Like he knows it. He knows fighting like incredibly well. So when he's teaching it, it's just he's in a place of comfort.
Yeah,
and he's just like, I'm imparting this knowledge onto you.
Yeah,
type of thing. Like
it's so cool to see.
Is that that giant UFC fighter? I can't remember his name. I think he's from Barbados. And he was teaching him about how to get inside on like a guy who just outreaches and outscales you, right? Because when he was fighting heavyweights, man, he was fighting people with crazy reach and crazy height, and he just moves into the pocket so quickly. It's just like one step, and then
he's got you.
He has this like, I don't know what do you call it? Like when he punches, but he'll like punch like this.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a stepping off line.
Yeah, it's to get obviously his head down and out of like the range of fight. It's obviously a boxing thing, right? Because you probably wouldn't do that in MMA. You wouldn't put your head down in like ranging of knees and kicks. Yeah. But it's just such an interesting way to like kind of go off center and like it's almost like what do you call it? A overhand punch, but it's coming from underneath.
Yeah, man. Like he's obviously the master at it, man.
Yeah.
Like he can move off and online at will.
Yeah.
And like, like a
circle you.
One thing he's in front of you and then a flash happens and you've just been put to sleep from the side.
It'd be so scary.
It's
Who was the other one who's
unbelievable.
back? Who's the other fighter that's back around his age group? Was it? There's another one who's like he's also fighting again.
Oh, I don't know.
I'll try to bring it up. Entertain the people while I try and bring it up.
Tyson. Fucking. The thing is, like, I did see one clip and he was teaching and he had those red undies on, dude. I was like, oh. I mean,
them red undies were
Tyson, bro. Like, bro, I ain't gonna tell Tyson what to do.
Yeah, no, man.
I don't want to die.
Yeah, exactly.
But
he's
like,
a scary guy,
he was coaching some UFC dude, and bro, everything that was coming out of his mouth is gold. But what I loved about that clip was he's just, like I said before, he's in like this real comfortable place. It's a Mike Tyson you never seen before. It's like a Mike Tyson that is just so at peace with himself and everyone around him.
Yeah, I think, and that's some people are saying you shouldn't encourage him to come back in a way because he's at an age where like any kind of major head trauma would be pretty detrimental, right?
Well, what age was Foreman when he came back? George Foreman came back.
That's true.
He was like one of the oldest world champs ever. What age was he? He was fucking well into his 50s, I believe.
George Foreman.
Comeback, yeah. Fucking old George, bro. Once he unleashes one of those hammers on you, scary.
So after 10 years, I think it was 38.
Oh, was he 38? Oh, okay. Fuck.
In 1987, after 10 years away from the ring, Foreman surprised the boxing world by announcing a comeback at the age of 38. Still, though, 38 in boxing is pretty old.
Yeah, man.
In fighting,
fighting years, you don't have that much of a window.
Yeah.
The body just takes so much punishment, and recently being added to the 40 club it's
that's right.
It
was your birthday 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man. Fucking sore ass, dude. Even training is pretty sore.
40 club, huh?
Yeah, the 40 club. Naughty 40s, dog.
Naughty 40s. Wasn't that the naughty... What's it? The noughts.
Dirty 30s.
The naughties was like the 2000s, right? Yeah.
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah. Man, who is the other fighter? I really want to know.
Punch it up.
Fighter.
But yeah, man, like all these, like Tyson, bro, I think he's going to be more dangerous than what he was before. Because he ain't taking a lot of rage into the ring. He's like laser point, focused, and ready to roll. He got it, this dude, or what?
Is it Evander Holyfield is back?
Evander Holyfield?
Is that the one? It might be the one. Evander Holyfield hot boxing with Mike Tyson. That's a whole episode.
Hot boxing. That's not. That's the guest name.
Yeah, that's no, but that's what Mike Tyson's podcast is called. Hot boxing.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Returning? Is it return? Yeah. Okay, I think it is Evander Holyfield, man.
All right. Okay.
Like,
man, look at Evander.
Yeah.
Man, he looks fucking good.
Boxing news, man. Let's see how recent this is.
Yeah.
Evander Holyfield returning to the ring at age 57. Yo, D-Rec, imagine that fight, man. Imagine that fight. Evander Holyfield.
Rematch.
Yeah. Like, look at this video. I really hope you don't get DNC'd. Like, but
Can the peeps see this?
yeah, I mean, it's all recording, so it's
Cool.
going to be, come on.
Come on.
This shit
Come
is
on,
so,
technology.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll just accept it for the... Oh, yeah. Thanks, man.
Rugby. Is that Evander there?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, he looks good.
His is more cinematic, his return. Oh.
I'm back.
Ooh, the tingles
That
down the
matchup,
fucking,
man. That matchup, man. That feels old school, right? That.
Oh, we're up, bro.
Damn, we
That's
are.
it.
It's all right. We'll keep on going for a little bit longer. It feels really old school in the way they like inspire you with like the epic-ish kind of shot.
But this is like the honorable closure.
Yeah,
You know, this is if that happened.
those.
But
two
like you
fighting,
know,
bro.
those two fighters, like they're mates now.
Yeah,
And like you know, it would be a completely different. Like
Fight.
yeah, it would be a little bit more integrity.
and if whoever won, they'd probably be like,
Oh, yeah,
well
man.
done.
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah.
You're a man. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Well done. You got it. You got it. Yeah.
"This is you. We
This
did
is
it."
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
But that
would be
I knew
lovely.
there was someone coming back. Yeah, that fight that'd be dope to watch.
yeah, but you'll get a lot of the naysayers will be, oh, too old for good fighting. It's like, fuck
Like
you.
you
know?
fight Mike Tyson
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
like as he is, you get domed, bro.
But you get a lot of those people. They're everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Like all the naysayers out there, and like
Someone like
whatever.
Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield, they're not gonna jump back in if they didn't feel like they could do it.
yeah.
Right?
Imagine how much knowledge they got.
It's
Fucking crazy amounts of
yeah,
knowledge.
it's so crazy, man.
Oh, right. And
I'm
like just
gonna
seeing that
watch that.
culmination of all that knowledge on one side and all the other knowledge on the other side come together.
Oh, man, it's gonna be
Dude,
beautiful.
it would be fucking amazing. It would be beautiful, beautiful destruction.
Yeah,
You know?
beautiful chaos. Yeah,
Yeah, I love it.
I-
But let's talk about like you want to talk about some bare knuckle boxing and shit?
yeah, man. One of our boys, Cheboyfi, he wants to chat about some bare knuckle stuff. But is there
Bare
anyone?
knuckle boxing.
Yeah.
Like when I think bare knuckle boxing, I think about old school fighters like the governor.
The governor.
Lenny McLean, I think his name is. And he's English. And the whole bare knuckle boxing thing has been around for fucking centuries, eh?
Yeah, it must be.
know,
Yeah, it
it's
must be centuries
it's
now.
predominantly, from what I understand, it's predominantly in British kind of thing. The whole
Yeah.
bare knuckle thing, you know, kind of coined by them. But like you know, Australia, there he is, dirty old Lenny McLean, the governor.
Let's get this going.
He is straight savage. This dude, man, straight savage.
Lenny McLean.
Underground boxer, bare knuckle boxer, fought gypsy boxers.
The governor.
The governor.
Spelled GUV
Oh, governor.
dash NOR.
Look
Oh
at
my
him. He's
God.
just a monster of a
That
man.
neck is so thick, dude. That's a trunk.
Look at him. Look at him.
Wait, is that him there?
Yeah, that's him there.
On the
And-
left.
And he's fucking talking about biting cunts and fucking headbutting
Damn.
them. He is the real deal.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
He's a big dude, man. It's really hard to tell on scale because English people are also small. But,
Oh,
and Irish people aren't exactly tall, right?
oh, I don't know.
Every Irish person I've ever met or like Irish descendant has been fairly like small compared to me.
Well, you're
But I'm
giant.
6'2", so I don't know. Maybe if he's like 6
Everyone's small compared to you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but the governor, man, he is like a legend in the old bare knuckle stuff. But like you know, they kind of, I mean, there's a lot more publicity with the bare knuckle stuff. It's getting a lot more.
Yeah, well,
you know,
is it coming back?
I think there's parts of the states they're trying to make it like
Legal again.
legal and legit. Like there are a couple of people trying to get some organizations off the ground. I mean, they got gloves on.
They got
here,
gloves in here, but this looks like it was a bit
Yeah.
later on, maybe, or
but this is where beefs are squashed.
beefs are
Rival-
squashed. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's that dude there. See that? Oh fuck, is that like I think it's Gypsy Bradshaw or some shit. I think his name is a shorter dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Looks
and
like
they
he
had a bit
packs
of
a
a beef. I mean, there's and these guys, they're not like self-trained. They do go to gyms and stuff and
Yeah.
learn the craft, and they go out and just do their thing. A lot of the travelers, the gypsies, they've done that.
Yeah. I think he was saying that is it Terry had like a whole bunch of old videos that you used to watch.
Yeah. So yeah, my dad Terry had all this old school shit on VCRs.
Yeah.
And like the whole bare knuckle thing, like the gypsy, it was like a massive fucking event. Like there was this one video, I think his name was Dan or some shit. I can't remember, but it was like like an Irish dude,
Yeah.
and a gypsy boxer dude, and like they had heat on them, and like they went to some dude's farm,
Yeah.
and there's just thousands of people there. Like this isn't like an event, like
Yeah.
where there's a ring and
Yeah.
there's like fucking
It's like an informal
dude.
gathering
It's like
of-
like in a barnyard or some
Yeah, yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and like there's just thousands of people there.
yeah.
And they're just like fucking, hey, you doing, Gav? Oh,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right,
yeah,
you gonna have some boxing? Yeah, all right. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
good
like-
English accent, I guess.
Like, and you see them, they're just, they're just going at it. And then
yeah.
fucking fights start happening in the thing, and it's just absolute chaos because it was like done on a camcorder or something, like those old school
Yeah.
80s or 90s.
Raw.
It's raw as fuck.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't make out what's going on.
Yeah.
But like you get little snippets of fights and shit, and you're like of the fight, and like some dude's getting smoked, and like I mean, all they're wearing is wraps.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. There's a whole tradition of it, man.
Was it Jorge or George Masvidal?
He was a street fighter. I guess you could call it bare knuckle boxer.
Street fighter, bare knuckle boxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing, I guess. Yeah.
He beat Ray. That guy Ray, Kimbo Slice's mate. He beat
Oh.
Ray twice, and like as soon as I saw that fight, that George or Jorge.
I don't know if it's Jorge or George. Same thing?
I spelled with a J, so I'm assuming Jorge.
Yeah.
So as soon as I seen him, I was like, "Oh, this dude's been trained. Like his balance is too good. He's picking his shots too well, and he's working off his jab really, really well. He's using his teep. He uses leg kicks,
Yeah.
and like his head movement is really good.
Yeah.
And like he made Ray miss and countered him, and like I mean he copped a few shots and like but like he gave it back, and he
Oh, he did like bare knuckle MMA type of thing?
no, it was like in someone's backyard.
Oh,
It was just a fight set up in someone's backyard.
damn. You know,
Because Kimbo Slice was doing that thing, remember? Like he was like bare knuckle fights or some shit.
there was a thing, I think it might have branched off from that. Oh, it was a couple of years ago, where they were like, hold up your gloves, not your guns type of thing. So
Oh, that's pretty
if
cool.
people had like beefs, they would give them gloves and say, all right, deal with it like this. Whoever wins the beef.
Yeah.
No guns allowed.
Squash it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. No one's shooting anyone. Like, and so there was like, I watched a whole series of these videos of like people who had organized like these backyard fights,
Mm.
and they'd be moderated. Like if it started getting too much, they'd break them apart.
Mm.
And if there's any chance of someone getting too damaged, then they'd break them apart. But it's just like, I think it's like, if you have to pick your violence, pick the violence that less likely to end in death, right?
Yeah. Do you legit like watching these things?
Backyard fighting and stuff.
As a fight fan, as a martial art enthusiast.
No, that thing I just thought was an interesting concept, as in like you choose that type of fighting over like gun violence. I think it makes sense to me, because you're still trying to like resolve, like if there's no chance of just resolving it by talking it out, at least just like resolve it without a high chance of death, at least, but there's still a chance of death.
It's the lesser of two evils.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I prefer watching like professional fighters. Like when I was in like year 10, 11, 12, when I first started getting into MMA, like I used to watch like the early UFCs with like, it wasn't even UFC back then. It was a different thing. but with Anderson Silva and stuff. And I
like
loved
Valetudo and stuff like that.
I loved watching. It might have been UFC, early UFC. But yeah, I loved watching that kind of stuff because it's like you watch someone who's good at what they do, like high level, and then you can pick some knowledge out of that. I prefer watching that. Street fighting stuff is just like, no, it's all right.
Raw.
It's raw,
emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it gets emotional.
But it's real. Like,
it's like,
as in it's a bit more, it's less produced, I guess you would call it. So that you get that kind of more as a layman's kind of connection to it. Like, this could happen to me, street fight type of thing. But I don't know. It's just not as interesting to me as watching a professional.
Oh, okay, cool.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I prefer watching professional fights too.
Yeah.
But every now and then, when you do watch those, you see a gem.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa, that guy's got something here.
Yeah, like you'll see there's like compilations of this kid who's like fighting like a few different competitors over like a couple months or whatever, and you can see that he's like growing and stuff. That's always interesting. But
the whole bare knuckle thing, it's coming back. It's coming, like there's a lot more buzz on the net.
Was there something that started in Russia or something, right? That it originated coming back in Russia and then it started coming back in the US or something?
I don't know. Like there's something happening in the US. There's a guy that's producing a lot of it. Like in Russia's, there's a team of Russians in Thailand.
Thailand,
doing this.
What, bare knuckle Muay Thai?
Yeah, bro. It's like I guess like insane. But
That's
like
scary.
they've got like these. It's like Muay Thai and MMA.
Yeah,
and like but I think they source their fighters from around the gyms and shit like that because there's so many. But there's some stuff on in the UK that's going off. There's another bare knuckle champion, like and he's I forgot his name too. I'm so sorry, but he fought a guy. They got him over from America. Yeah, who's supposedly a bare knuckle champion from America, and he came over and they fucking duked it out. But I mean, it's so old school because they've got like a hay bales for the ring.
Oh, that's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and it's raw, man. Like there is skill there. I'm not saying that they're not skilled. Like there's some skill there, and they're moving.
It's just something interesting about that rawness, though, as well.
But when you take the gloves away, it adds a different dynamic to the fight.
Yeah,
you know, you've got probably 2 inches less of protection. You know, so when you hold your glove up to your face like that, you know, cover the like that whole side. But now it's like, ooh. Yeah. And if that hits you,
you're hitting yourself. as well.
It's kind of it's kind of sore. You know,
it's gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's I mean, it's old school and people are still trying to get off the ground. It has a rich history.
Yeah.
It does have especially in Britain, here in Australia as well.
Really?
Yeah, they had the circuses, the thing. I was talking to one of the old school boys, and he goes, they call it like the come one, come all. So basically, if you're in the crowd and you want to fight, you can jump in, like have a crack.
Just sign a waiver. You're good.
No, I don't even think you do that.
All right, or not.
So you just jump in and you have a.
Do you get out?
Yeah, you have a fucking have a big bit of a blue and then.
Bit of a blue. That's such an Australian thing to say.
Have a fucking bevy afterwards.
Have a bevy after a blue. Oh my god.
So I mean, it's
assimilation.
It's kind of like it's ingrained in a lot of cultures.
Yeah.
Especially in Europe and well, obviously Australia has ties to Britain and stuff like that.
Sure?
So, I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe that's a subject for another show.
But
like so they bring some of that culture over.
Yeah.
And I like looking into the history side of things, but the problem with the bare knuckle guys is, like, they can say, "I've had 9,000 fights, 9,000 wins."
Yeah,
but no one's mediating it.
Yeah.
So you don't really know.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of bullshitting they're gonna happen.
Like you could get away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because 9,000—that's a fuckload of fights.
Like even like Muay Thai fighters from Thailand they're fighters from when they're kids, they only have like 400 fights by the time they retire or something, right?
Oh, it's generally around the 200 mark.
All right, okay, I was way off.
That's still fuckload of fights.
Yeah, like 200 fights at a fairly high level, you'd say, compared to like the rest of the world as well.
Well, amateur boxers before they turn pro, they'll have at least 100 fights under their belt.
Yeah, but then when they turn pro, it's like 40 is a lot.
40s, yeah, man.
Yeah.
But like you got to take like if you take out all their fights,
Yeah.
it's kind of like 140.
140.
But 9,000 fights,
Yeah, nah, I don't
it's
know.
a lot of fights, man.
That's like a fight every day for like 30 years.
Something like that, dude. It's like fucking maybe they were, you know. I mean, Tyson Fury comes from that line, a line of gypsy boxers. There's an interesting little doco on gypsy boxers and the guy, the king
That's right. They
of
call him the Gypsy King, right?
yeah, the Gypsy King. I think it's more of a boxing title.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he mentions that the Furies are under that's his family or his clan.
Yeah.
He spells off a lot of names, and that's where Tyson ties his lineage to. The Tyson is an amazing boxer.
He's a crazy boxer. It's funny how he has that kind of herky-jerky kind of style, right?
Yeah, he jigs people.
Yeah.
And then he makes them.
Which is like
counters
what
them.
normally like a lighter people would be doing.
Yeah, he moves really, really well for a heavyweight.
Yeah.
Really well.
And that comeback was so good too. When he was just like get all fat and he was depressed and everything. And then he was like, nah, I got to do it again. And just shreds like 50 kilos or something. He was like, it's a crazy amount of weight. And then came back and won. And it's just like...
Dude, anything's possible, man.
And the way he can like roast from the dead after getting knocked out. Like, just,
yeah.
whoop, I'm up again. Like,
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
that 10 count wasn't, maybe not a 10 count.
Maybe
but-
that comes from the gypsy background as well. They don't ever give up.
Yeah. No.
Like you got to be dead to have a gypsy on his back. That's
Yeah.
what kind of one of their sayings and shit.
So
Like,
gypsies, the gypsies are what, Romanian, right? Tradition.
they're a mixture of Irish and I've just heard like from my Irish mate Billy.
Yeah.
And he said,
Such an Irish name.
bro, and his last name's Murphy.
Okay, right. There you go. Billy Murphy. That's
There you
that's-
go.
There you go.
So and like he's great at telling stories. He's from Cork and he speaks a little bit. His Irish accent is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And he came across, well, he calls them. You're not supposed to call them pikeys because it's quite
Derogatory, apparently. Yeah, yeah.
You call them travelers or gypsies. They like
Yeah.
that.
I always thought gypsy was a not allowed term. But then I
I
heard
don't
that
know.
pikey was like way worse. So I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
pikey is really bad. Don't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
Even
except
though
we
we
just
just
said
said
it
it
like
like
3
5 times.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
don't say that.
Yeah.
See that.
Then say it.
And he was talking about like he was talking to a female gypsy. And he goes, "Oh, how does this all roll?" And he goes, "Oh," and like he goes, "Oh, like where do you guys come from?" He goes, and she said mainly Ireland, ties with Ireland, but there's mixtures of everything. So, but why don't you speak like Irish, like how we speak with our accents? He goes, "Oh, like they travel all over because they travel all over the show." And like, you know,
So you
and-
pick up things from here and there.
yeah, so they've got this amalgamation of fucking.
I always thought it was majority Romanian. I don't know where I got that from.
They
But
probably got like
yeah, it could be. It could be. Yeah.
they have their own
Yeah.
kind of. Maybe they met up along
Oh
the
yeah,
way.
maybe there's
and-
like multiple. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
obviously it
because
would
they're
be
always
like-
traveling.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so
intermingling. You know.
yeah, like well, I only have a few sources of the gypsy history, and Billy was my main one, and he told me some fucking funny stories about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. He goes, don't ever let them like tile over your yard. Like you put on the, you know the.
Oh yeah.
What's the shit on the road? The
Bitumen.
tar seal, bitumen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They'll come up and they'll bitumen your driveway or some shit, and then like a month later it all falls apart.
Legit work, huh?
Like yeah, and that accent they have is
Yeah.
like so you can't understand them.
Oh right. Yeah.
like you know, or some
So
shit
they can
like
they can
that.
run shit past you, and they're like, yeah. I get you. And you're like,
What you talking about, babe?
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But like,
man.
they're fantastic fighters. Anyway, like they
What's
really
that
are
movie
tough
with,
as nails.
What's his name?
Brad Pitt,
Brad Pitt. What's that?
Snatch,
Snatch is such a
Yeah.
good movie.
such a
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah.
And like Bill said, he did a pretty good job
Of the accent and
of
like,
that accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty convincing. I like-
Yeah, well, Bill was like going like, how does this all roll, you know? And to that lady when he was talking to the gypsy lady, and she goes, "Oh well, if you wanted to go out with me, then you would have to meet my dad, and you'd have to leave your whole life behind. You would get given a caravan, and that's us."
Damn. Full commit, huh?
Yeah, that's
No-
it.
no half commit, just-
you're fucking in. You're in.
You're in. Damn. But once, what if you want to get out? Can't get out?
Well, you see some of them. They got houses now. Like,
That's not gypsy though, is it?
it's
Like,
not very gypsy.
No, it's not
very
very
traveler.
mobile, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're one of those people who, like, literally lift up their house, put it in the back of a truck, and then
bro, we
put
out.
it, boom, yeah. All right. I think we're running over time.
Oh
a
man,
little bit
we
now.
are way over time, but
So-
fucking thanks for fucking tuning in.
Yeah.
Flat Earthers, get back to us.
Yeah, definitely. And any astrophysicists or physicists who are willing to talk in this kind of region.
Bare knuckle fighters, don't beat us up.
Yeah. Well, I'll lose for sure. So you can try him though.
Nah,
Nah.
I'm old, bro.
Oh yeah, you're old now. Yeah.
I'm
with
old.
your back injuries,
And don't forget to support that dude, bro.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
I'm
man.
hoping I can I've emailed him. Hopefully we can get him on the podcast. But he's obviously gonna be a busy man now with the amount of attention that he's getting. So
Bro, so cool. Watch this vid, bro.
yeah,
So cool.
so good.
Yeah.
Bro is pretty good. I don't know if it's Brock's hate or bro, but I'm gonna read it as bro. 'Cause that makes more sense to me,
Let's do this, bro, man.
bro.
He won't mind.
He's so chill that he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah.
He's good, bro.
All right, man. Hopefully we can get him on the podcast. Thank you for listening and watching today. I'm Zuff.
Oh yeah, and thanks for all the cool comments, man. Like, I've been
Yes.
getting some people coming up and saying, like, enjoy the show and all the rest of it. Bro, thanks so much. Sorry if we act a little bit weird. I know you've gotten some good comments and like people coming up to you. We're not trying to be snobby. We just don't know how to
Don't know how to take compliments, man. It's
so-
weird.
But we
Yeah.
appreciate it and thanks heaps, yo.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in
And I don't mean to sound showy either, but if you do like the content, share it and like it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It helps us grow. But also, thank you for the compliments. Like you said, we're shy people. So,
yeah.
one love, one glove.
Peace.
Peace.